business, I know. Everything about it is appealing.
Hi, I'm David Tischauer, and welcome to another edition of the Monthly Movie Minute, where we review some of the hottest films of the past month. First up, J. Edgar. This movie features heartthrob Leonardo DiCaprio in the role he was born to play, some balding old guy. Now, this movie touches on many of the fascinating aspects of J. Edgar Hoover's life, but unfortunately skips over what has got to be the most interesting thing about him, that he invented the vacuum cleaner. Now, I've heard enough about this Sherman Antitrust Act. Now I want to hear some of this Hoover's Anti-Dust Act. But it's pretty clear who's behind this oversight, really. Obviously, this movie is in the pocket of Dyson and his pivoting ball. So, I guess while Hoover was at home cleaning up communism, Dyson and his Bolsheviks were overseas, starting a revolution of their own. But, of course, what this movie really is about when it comes down to it is one crossdresser trying to make it in this crazy world. So I think my review can best be summed up by the following immortal words by Julie Newmar. To Wong Fu, and to J. Edgar, thanks for everything, David Tischauer. Next up, Puss in Boots 3D. Yes, everyone's favorite Mexican cat is back in this perfect remake of the classic fairy tale. And, I've been against 3D movies in the past, but I love that this was in 3D. I really think it adds a new dimension to the movie, did you guys know that Puss is actually in the boots? I couldn't tell. I thought he was behind them. You can't tell in the 2D. You just can't. Now, message to you parents out there. This movie is great for kids, so bring the whole family. Just make sure you don't confuse it with the similarly titled Boots in Puss, which starring Robert Boots, who plays an amorous TV repairman. Now, this movie, I can tell you, is certainly not for children. I saw it by accident. There were no cats in it, and the boots that are in it are grossly misused. Now, I think this is really irresponsible on the part of the Puss in Boots people, because if your movie is that close to a porn title, it should not be marketed to children. Case in point, Snow White and the Seaman Dwarves. Now I should say, longtime panel show watchers will be interested to know that Snow White and the Seaman Dwarves was actually the final movie of Jamie Oliver's porn dwarf double before he was eaten an untimely death by some badgers in the woods. You had to be for that one. And finally, we turn to Breaking Dawn, the Twilight movie. Move over, Will and Kate, 'cause there's a new royal couple in town, and it's Edward and Bella in the brand new movie of the Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn Part 1. Now, Breaking Dawn Part 1 is actually Part 3 of what will eventually be a 4-part trilogy, which is pretty strange considering I thought vampires were supposed to be good at counting. No, that's the wrong one. We're supposed to be good at counting. That's a lot funnier. But regardless, supposed to be good at counting. But regardless, this movie was a lavish affair that spared no expense. And the wedding was pretty good too, complete with blushing bride, extremely pale groom, and a themed menu that include chicken or steak through the heart. But the real story of this movie is, of course, Bella and her burgeoning baby bump. Yes, and this was no immaculate conception, or should I say imdraculate conception, because as evidenced by the steamy sex scene in this movie, which would be great for all the young kids watching. Hey, they gotta learn sometime. Daddy, why is Edward hurting Bella? It's called sex, honey. Now leave Daddy alone. He's trying to spot a nipple. Now, it was really very graphic. For a second there, I thought that Edward was having sex with Dawn, because she was breaking, let me tell you. But don't worry, guys, if your kids saw this, because it does contain a very valuable lesson, which very valuable. Let me just sort this out. Very valuable lesson, young ladies out there. If you want to have sex with a vampire, make sure you use protection. No. Make sure you use protection from the vampires. Scarlet, everyone. Well. Or a count. They don't like those either. Well, that's all the time we have. Thanks for watching Monthly Movie Minute. And until next time, keep watching those stars.
Thanks, Dave.